Hey everyone, so yes, I am back for my next video. It's been a while since I did that collection update video a couple of weeks ago, but I wanted to get caught up on some of these reviews before they get way out of hand and I get backlogged like I already am. So today, obviously, we're going to be taking a look at the Blu-rays for Ultra Q and Ultraman from Mill Creek. And for those of you that may know the whole history behind this, I'll save you the long diatribe of why it's taken them this long to get the rights to everything to release it all on Blu-ray over here. Yeah, we'll skip that. But I'll admit at the beginning I was like, okay, how are they going to do this? Because honestly, I wasn't too impressed with the original release of the original Ultraman from Mill Creek because of how compressed it was. That was a DVD though. This is Blu-ray we're talking about, a superior format. So yeah, let's just dive right in because I don't want to make this video too long for you guys that you start getting bored. So starting off with Ultra Q, slipcover, very nice slipcover, like a sturdy plastic slipcover. I'll get that off quick, get right into it. So when I bought this, and that was what I was afraid of, when I bought this, I actually kind of started to pull the plastic sleeve off thinking, oh my god, I'm ruining my slipcover. I didn't realize it was actually just a protective cover. And so after that, it was just kind of like, okay, it's just, I didn't do any damage to it. So on the front, you just got the classic series that started it all, Ultra Q. And on the back, we've got, I don't remember the slug monster's name. It's probably in the booklet. But you've also got Garmon back there, and just some stuff on the back here, the specs, and the thing for Movie Spree. I know this did cause some, I don't want to say like, it just caused some discontent within the fandom because it was like, why do we need another why do we need another movie streaming site when we've already got however many? So why not just do it through Vudu? But it kind of makes sense. Mill Creek wants to keep all of their properties grouped into their own streaming site, so at least then it gives them more traffic through, like, I guess it's more of a money-making deal, which basically that's what everything is now. But onto the Steelbook, we've got the logo for Ultra Q. It's actually debossed on here, which I kind of like. I wish they would have actually kept that for certain things, or like an embossed, like, front cover for certain shows. Like Ultraman, they could have done an embossed Ultraman or an embossed color timer. But for this, it kind of makes sense because we don't have an Ultra Hero. So on the side here, you've just got, or the wraparound, you've just got various kaiju that appear in the show. Obviously Garmon, who later becomes Pigmon, Gomez, who later becomes Chiris. Yeah, so it's a really neat design. On the side, you got the Series 1, Ultra Q, and then a picture of Ragon. It's one thing that I do kind of wish they would have gone with was a little bit more of a sequenced mural design like they did with the standard releases, but it's not much of a gripe. And then on the back, again, they've got this like ink swirl kind of pattern, and basically the same thing from the back of the slipcover. So on the inside, we've also got, if I can get this open, the one thing about the Steelbooks compared to the actual standard releases, discs are stacked. Good thing is, you don't have to worry about it because they're Blu-rays, so they won't get damaged as easily. Now, I'm not going to pull the discs out because that would take too long. It's going to add more time to the show, or to the video. But you get one monster on each disc. Discs 1 and 2, which is episodes 1 to 14, are on this side, and then you've also got disc 3, 15 to 21, and disc 4, which is 22 to 28. And same thing, ink swirl pattern in the back here. So, yeah. And one other neat little gimmick that I didn't really notice at first was the Ultra Q logo is printed on the inside of the case itself, which, I don't know, stuff like that just kind of amuses me. It's like, it's just neat that they kind of kept that title thing consistent. So on the booklet, you've obviously got Garmon, Ultra Q episode and information guide, and on the inside, at least for the cover, you just got the inside there, Ultra Q, and the same thing from the back. For the next 30 minutes, your eyes will leave your body and arrive in a strange moment in time. Just some episodes here. The history to Ultra Q, actually. And then episode guides, which episodes are on which discs. I believe, yeah, the monster guide right in here. And humans are... Okay, and here's the technology. The humans are actually on one of the previous pages. Yeah, all your human characters. And then the various technology on the back. Just like a hodgepodge mural of all the different monsters that appear in the show. So, yeah, really cool booklet. I really like how sturdy these booklets are. They're not a flimsy, stapled together one. They're actually like a bound booklet. So you can definitely tell that Mill Creek, at least for the Showa series, definitely wanted to give like all the proper respect to them that they could. So let me get that out of the way, and we'll move on to Ultraman. So Ultraman, same deal. It's a significantly heavier set, mainly because you've got more discs. It's a longer show, obviously, than Ultra Q was. But same deal. You've got Ultraman, Ultraman. So that's the actual like brand logo, the official logo from Tsuburaya now, not the hashed, overblown Ultraman logo with the kanji right above it. So same deal. So part of the intro theme to Ultraman, and then just the little description there if you want to read it. Pause. Yeah, same thing, advertisement for Movie Spree. These actually don't come with the Ultraman show doesn't actually come with the English dub, which I kind of like, because that dub, from what I've been viewing as far as videos go, was actually pulled from multiple different sources. So you can tell, like, after the first 4 episodes why it starts to break up. Certain episodes you get a whole bunch of English dub, and then some parts where it's Japanese, or some parts, most parts it's Japanese, and then there's a little bit of the English dub. All depends on what audio quality there was from the source they were pulling from. So yeah, so this time we just have all the Japanese, which I'm not gonna gripe. It's fine. There's no real issue with subtitles. Also makes it a little bit more streamlined, so you don't have that cutting back and forth. It makes it feel a little bit more fluid. So you got Series 2, Ultraman, and then a picture of Ultraman himself there. On the back, him doing his Specium Ray pose. Also forgot to mention on the front, you've got Baltan, Red King, and Shibozu. And same deal as with Q. You've got the Ultraman logo printed on the inside of the Steelbook itself. So on the inside, you've got... discs are stacked again, so Baltan's obviously on this disc. I think the second disc is Pigmon. Disc 4 is Gomera. I think disc 6 is Geronimon. I'd have to pull the discs out, which, like I said, I'm not going to do that because it's going to be a pain to get them out and a pain to get them back in. But one thing to note about the packaging, so obviously the back is Ultraman's chest. Warning light, just the whole chest design. If you pull the discs out, it kind of gives the impression that Ultraman has boobs. So, I don't know if that was the wisest choice on Mill Creek's part, but it is kind of a funny little gimmick with their packaging design. Don't know if it was intended or not. It's just kind of like looking at it, it does give kind of a comical appearance. So, yeah, that's the Steelbook itself. And now on to the booklet. So the booklet, same thing as the cover, Ultraman, episode information, episode guide. Now on the inside here, you actually do get Ultraman, and then same thing as the front, part of the chest design. And then the table of contents, which this just goes over the history of Ultraman. And got some of the episodes. What I do like is they did some of the... like a little bit of like an elongated photo, like a wide shot on the bottom there. wrapping around some of the discs, or some of the pages. Got your episode guide, a lot of the major monsters. Believe it's the next page. Actually covers most of the monsters in the show, for the most part in order, by how they appeared. And then on the next page, if I can get it to flip over, got the human characters, whole Science Patrol, including Hoshino. And then on the last page, just the technology they use, and a picture of Zafy and Ultraman in the final episode. So yeah, that wraps up the booklet. Again, very nice booklet. This one's a little bit thicker, I think, than Q, but not by much. So yeah, just move these back over here. So overall, audio and presentation wise, these are fantastic. Probably the best we're going to get over in the US for a very long time. Like I said, I will admit I did have my skepticisms, thinking, okay, how are they going to do this? Because they didn't really do too good with the original Ultraman. But now they've got access to better masters, better sources, and honestly, I'd like to see Mill Creek make a go of it, because they've already got a whole bunch of stuff planned for the rest of the year. Going to be getting Ace, Taro, and Leo. Those are the 3 shows that I want to get. I will probably end up picking up Seven and Jack eventually. Jack mainly just to get rid of my bootleg and at least have an official, well translated and well scripted copy. But it's also because down the road we can get newer shows. So every time a new show comes out, think about it, we can get more from Mill Creek, so they can release whatever's coming out next. I'm still trying to get caught up on the new shows. But we can also get Tiga, Dyna, Gaia, and the movies that go along with those. So how they're going to do those, who knows? They might actually just do it the way that they've done it with the new ones, and just put each movie in with its TV show. But that's a discussion for another day. Basically on these, picture quality is fantastic, especially on the original Ultraman. Best I've ever seen that show look, because I can't quote on Q. I didn't own or ever see the Shout Factory release for Ultra Q. But for Ultraman, this is the best I've ever seen that look. And I was blown away. I initially was going to skip this for a little bit because I already had the BCI DVDs, didn't really feel the need to. I had already pre-ordered Q, but when I saw Q, I was like, okay, I got to get Ultraman. And my hopes were not, they weren't disappointed. I wasn't a disappointed viewer, because when I saw it, popped in the first disc that I popped in, I was like, holy shit, this looks fantastic. Because seeing the colors so crisp, the lines so crisp, I was blown away by it. But yeah, so I highly recommend this. These are a little bit pricey. That all depends where you get them from. I think I paid $35 for the Ultraman Steelbook from FYE. I only paid, I think, $24 or $25 from Amazon for the pre-order of Q. Might have been closer to $26 or $27, but you can also go for the cheaper standard Blu-ray releases. Get the same discs, it's in a different packaging. I went with the Steelbooks because that was what I had seen as like pictures of it, so I was a little bit more trusting of it. You get the same booklet, same everything. Like I said, it's in a standard Blu-ray case, not the Steelbooks. So yeah, for the shows themselves, even though we don't get special features, it's kind of a minor gripe. It's really not even a gripe at all, because honestly, I don't really need them because of how well they put together the sets. The sets are just static images on each disc, so don't expect like animated menus right now. I would like to see them incorporate that later on down the road, but for right now, we've got the shows. So overall, I'm going to give them both 5 out of 5s, because I can't really find a gripe anywhere with it as far as like packaging wise or design wise, audio and video wise. They did very well with it. Now there are some minor translation typos, but actually it's not on this set, it's on a different set that I saw those. But for these sets, I haven't noticed any issues subtitle-wise. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. 5 out of 5 for both of these. Highly recommend them. So let me know down in the comments if you have them, and what you think of them, and what set you're looking forward to picking up in the future. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys for my next review.